Today on People Now, Paris Jackson's emotional tribute to her grandfather Joe. She's sharing her memories of his final moments.
Prince William makes a very historic visit to an iconic landmark in Israel.
And Angelina Jolie channels her inner Meghan Markle at an event with the Queen.
Kim Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are calling a truce, and this one is Instagram official.
Plus, it's a boy. Former WWE wrestler Stacy Keibler welcomes baby number 2.
And what's it really like working with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt? We'll find out when A Quiet Place star Millicent Simmonds joins us live.
That is all today on People Now. Let's go. Happy Thursday. Welcome to People Now. How you feeling?
I'm good. It's getting to the end of the week. Always puts me in a great mood.
Yeah, I know. Almost the weekend. We're almost there. A lot for you today. Here's what you need to know and what's trending. We begin with this. Vanessa Paradis reportedly missed her latest film's opening to be with her 16-year-old son, Jack Depp. The French musician and actress was absent from Tuesday's Paris premiere of her movie A Knife in the Heart. Director Jan Gonzalez announcing, quote, "Unfortunately, Vanessa was not able to join us tonight. She had to be absent because of her son's serious health problems." Now, the news comes as Johnny Depp is currently in Europe touring with his band, the Hollywood Vampires. Reps for both stars did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. The former couple also share a 19-year-old daughter, Lily Rose. Of course, our thoughts and prayers are with the Depp family at this time. We don't know much yet, but we'll let you know when we find out more about the condition of Johnny and Vanessa's son, Jack, on People.com. Well, guys, just hours after the world learned of Joe Jackson's death from pancreatic cancer, his granddaughter, Paris Jackson, reflected on his life, calling him, quote, "one of the greatest patriarchs to ever live." Paris posted a touching photo on Instagram of her holding her grandfather's hand in his final moments of life, captioning the post in part, "Spending those last few moments with you were everything. Being able to tell you everything I needed to tell you before saying goodbye was such a blessing." Paris goes on to say, "You are the first true Jackson, the legend that started it all. None of us would be anywhere near where we're at if it weren't for you. You are the strongest man I know. Your life's work will go down in history, as will you." She concluded by describing some of their last conversations together. She said, "Quoting advice you gave me when I was a little kid and seeing your eyes light up, sharing stories my dad used to tell me about you, telling a joke and hearing you laugh for the last time, my heart is full knowing we left each other in that way." Of course, a very sweet tribute there. Our thoughts with the Jackson family at this time. Now on to this. Queen Elizabeth has canceled an outing on Thursday morning after complaining of feeling sick. The 92-year-old was set to attend a special church service at St. Paul's Cathedral in London, but was feeling, quote, under the weather. This, of course, according to Buckingham Palace spokeswoman. Royal sources insist there is no cause for alarm at this time, pointing out that two people that a doctor has not been called. The Queen's also still scheduled to travel to Windsor Castle later on Thursday. Only 2 nights ago, the monarch was in good spirits alongside grandson Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as they celebrated young leaders from around the world with a party at Buckingham Palace. The Queen also spent last Sunday at a polo match with her husband of 70 years, Prince Philip. Now, earlier this month, it was revealed that she had quietly undergone surgery to remove a cataract, leading to her wearing sunglasses in public. Meanwhile, the Queen's other grandson, Prince William, made a solemn and historic visit to Jerusalem's Western Wall on Thursday, placing a prayer in the ancient stones before spending a moment in quiet reflection. He wore a yarmulke, the Jewish head covering, as a sign of respect. William also laid flowers at the tomb of his great-grandmother, Princess Alice, at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Jerusalem's Old City. Princess Alice, mother of Prince Philip, is held in special regard for saving a Jewish family from the Nazis by offering them shelter at her palace in Greece. Earlier in the day, William stood at the Mount of Olives, taking in a spectacular view over the Old City before touring some of the most sacred religious sites in the region. Now, Thursday marks the last day of William's tour of Jordan, Israel, and the disputed territories, and the first official visit to Israel by a member of the British royal family. The people of Jerusalem made sure the royal dad left with plenty of souvenirs, including small crosses and wooden Easter eggs for his kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis, back at home. I'm sure the family's going to love that.
Yeah, sure they will.
All right, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with a big baby announcement. All right, here we go. Stacy Keibler is now a mom of 2.
Woo.
The former WWE wrestler announced on Instagram yesterday that she and her husband, Jared Pobre, welcomed a baby boy named Bodie Brooks June 18th. Now, she captioned the photo, "Born at home on 6/18/18, our sweet little man, Bodie Brooks Pobre, entered our world. His spirit melts our hearts. We feel beyond blessed. Hashtag family of 4, hashtag second home birth, hashtag welcome to the world." Bodie joins Keibler's 3-year-old daughter, Ava, whose tiny hand joined mom and dad's in the birth announcement. That's so adorable. This comes comes just a few weeks after the new mom announced her pregnancy, also on Instagram, with a beachside photo shoot, captioning the pics, "Soon will be a family of 4. Our hearts are filled with love." Well, congrats to the Keibler-Pobre fam and welcome baby Bodhi. All right, moving on to this. Angelina Jolie was channeling Britain's newest royal for her latest look. Now, though the actress didn't attend the royal wedding last month, that didn't stop her from looking super chic as she attended the service of commemoration and dedication of the most distinguished order of St. Michael and St. George in London on Thursday. Jolie rocked a custom Ralph and Russo pale braid dress, matching gloves, and take a look at that fascinator. Very chic. Of course, Angelina is no stranger to royalty. The mother of 6 was made an honorary Dame Commander of the most distinguished order of St. Michael and St. George for extraordinary service to UK foreign policy in 2014, which is the equivalent of an honorary knighthood. Very cool. Now, she wore a similar outfit then to receive the honor from the Queen, but left the fascinator at home. All right, now watch this.
All right, guys, so what do you think? It's Chloe's birthday. Do you think I should ask this guy to unblock me? For Chloe's birthday, will you please unblock me?
I think it's totally right. I got you.
Oh boy, I mean, who needs an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when we can just check out Kim's Insta stories to quench her thirst? Kim K put Tristan Thompson to the ultimate test, requesting that he finally unblock her on the gram. Now, the pair celebrated Chloe's 34th birthday Wednesday night. Looks like Chloe was all about her boo and big sis repairing their social media friendship. Now, we all know Tristan has not been the Kardashians' biggest fan since his highly publicized cheating scandal, but hey, an unblock on Instagram is a big step in the right direction. Coco received lots of lavish gifts during the celebration, including a custom Balenciaga handbag with lots of dollar bills. Hey, perfect gift for our girl Chloe Money. The birthday mama cooked everyone a dinner of buttercrust chicken, Kim showing off her sister's classy and colorful table setting on her story. And of course, no birthday is complete without a happy birthday post. Kim shared this adorable pic with her 2 daughters, Chicago and True, writing in part, "Happy birthday to one of my favorite souls on this planet. This year you have shown strength like none other. I admire you for always following your heart." Very sweet. Happy birthday to Chloe. And those are your star tracks for today.
Yeah, if the Instagram relationship is intact, all is forgiven.
I know, all is good.
Stay with us. A Quiet Place star Millicent Simmonds joining us live, opening up about what it was like to work on the hit thriller. Plus, actress Thomasin McKenzie talking her new movie, Leave No Trace, and spilling the deets on her co-stars. Stick around for that. Well, guys, it is official. President Trump is set to meet with Queen Elizabeth, and here with more details on the big day, our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. So great to see you.
Good to see you.
This is obviously a big deal and a big meeting. Give us the details on this. When and where will Trump and Queen Elizabeth get down to business?
President Trump is set to meet the Queen on July the 13th. It's not a full-blown state visit, but a working one. So it'll take place at Windsor Castle, where Prince Harry and Meghan recently got married. Not Buckingham Palace with full pomp and circumstance.
A little more low-key.
Exactly. It's the first time the president will have been to the UK since winning the election.
Now, will President Trump have to kind of brush up on any royal protocol? We know that these things are there's a lot of expectation for how to do things properly. Is he practicing a bow right now?
Okay, since the president is American and not one of the Queen's subjects, he doesn't have to bow. However, according to protocol, he should refer to her on first meeting as Your Majesty, and then ma'am as in ham, not palm.
It's my favorite distinction that you have for these types of things.
In terms of handshaking, visitors must wait until she puts out her hand to shake it, and there should be no pumping or a tight grip going on. There's also then a no-touch rule. Australia's Prime Minister Paul Keating caused a media firestorm on that one back in 1992 when he touched the Queen on the back while introducing her to someone at a reception.
There it is, so scandalous. Right there. I love the ma'am as in ham.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, not mom.
Mom, exactly.
Like palm. All right, got it. Do we know who else is going to be attending the meeting? Is it a private one-on-one?
We don't know if there'll be any other royals at the meeting. The Queen has met with every American president apart from LBJ since she became monarch in 1952. That's 12 of them.
Wow.
Although the Queen won't get political in her conversation with President Trump, she has been known to make a symbolic statement in some other way. My favourite story about the Queen involved a visit at Balmoral from Crown Prince Abdullah of Saudi Arabia in 2003. She drove him herself.
Wow.
Women were only allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia this week.
Right, it was a big headline. So she's known for making those subtle statements.
Subtle.
We'll see if anything comes out of this one. We're definitely marking our calendars July 13th to see how the meeting goes down. Switching gears now to the Queen's granddaughter, Zara Tindall. She welcomed her second daughter on June 18th. Now, finally, we have a name.
Yes, happy news for Zara and Mike Tindall. Their daughter, Lena Elizabeth Tindall, safely arrived on June the 18th, weighing a healthy 9 pounds 3 ounces. Lena shares her middle name with her great-grandmother. She's Queen Elizabeth's 7th great-grandchild and 19th in line to the throne. This is particularly special because Zara tragically suffered a late miscarriage in December 2016. She's been open about just how hard that was to go through. Zara credits Lena's big sister Maya, who is 4 and already stealing the scene at royal occasions, for helping her get through that awful time.
Wow, we're glad to hear things are going well for them. Speaking of royal babies, we're counting down the days until Prince Louis's christening. That's on July 9th. So fascinated by the godparents tradition here. The royals really take this seriously. Prince George has 7 godparents. Charlotte has 5. Who is in the running to look after Louis?
Yeah, the godparents of royal children always offer a fascinating look at the royal parents' inner circle. Possibilities include Prince William and Prince Harry's former assistant and nanny, Tiggy Pettifer, as well as Prince William's outgoing private secretary, Miguel Head, and Kate's former private secretary, Rebecca Priestley. There's also William's stepsister, Laura Lopez, who is daughter of Camilla, and mum to one of the royal couple's bridesmaids, Eliza. Friends in the mix include David Jardine Patterson and Hugh Van Cutson, who William has known nearly his whole life. There could also be a nod to Princess Diana, maybe one of her sisters, Lady Jane Fellows and Lady Sarah McCorquodale. And nobody would be surprised if the duty went to Aunt Pippa or Uncle James Middleton or Princess Beatrice or Princess Eugenie. It's unlikely that Meghan will be a godparent. Prince William and Kate are more likely to pick people they've known for years.
There you go. That's a very long list of possibilities.
Yeah, well, covering my bases.
Covering your bases, we'll see. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, see who makes the cut finally. Now, since you mentioned Meghan, we have to talk about this before you go. Meghan made a little royal faux pas this week that has everybody talking. Again, it's all about protocol and what's appropriate. Tell us about this.
Yeah, there's something known as a Duchess slant, which is very flattering in photos. Instead of crossing the leg at the knee, royals do so at the ankles or put both legs off to the side.
Like this.
Like this. Meghan briefly forgot this and crossed her legs
like
at
this.
the Queen's Palace party on Tuesday. She quickly recovered, but of course cameras did capture the moment in question. Perhaps, Jeremy, let's focus on the worthy and successful event they were all at, rather than this. It was a reception for changemakers across the Commonwealth. The Queen is showing the world that she trusts Prince Harry and Meghan in furthering her work, putting a spotlight on good causes.
And look, obviously, it's the kind of thing that we love about Meghan. She's an American. She's getting used to the whole thing. And if these little things are the biggest problems they have, we're in really good shape.
I think
they
we're
are in good shape.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Imogen. Great to talk to you.
Good to see you.
Fighting a massive invasion. Total devastation.
Oh boy, you guys, we are very excited to be joined now by the amazing actress Millicent Simmonds. She is one of the stars of A Quiet Place, who, like her character in the film, is deaf, and her translator, Lynette, is here as well. Welcome.
Good to have you both here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We're so excited to have you, and we absolutely love the movie, as did so many people. There are only 4 main characters in this movie, so I would imagine that you would need to be very close as a cast before filming, especially having to convey the feeling of being a tight-knit family. What did you guys do before filming to make sure that bond was there?
Well, we had about 2 weeks to rehearse, and so we spent a lot of time together. We spent a lot of time learning about each other, and before rehearsals, we would go over to John and Emily's house. We met their family. We just really bonded, and it was really inspirational. They really invited us into their personal lives. They were such wonderful people.
I love that.
Yeah, and on screen, you and John Krasinski have a strained relationship, to say the least. What was it like working with him, or what was it like actually off camera with him?
It was, we had a really good bond. We had a very close relationship, and we communicated so easily. And every time we were about to film, John would always take me aside and have a personal conversation. And, you know, we'd talk to me about how he's feeling in this scene, how I should feel in this scene. And on the first day of working together, I just experienced him as being very open. And he said, look, just imagine, I know we're friends, but imagine us as friends, and then we really do go through this difficult time, and take advantage of that, use that in your work.
That makes a lot of sense. I interviewed John and Emily for this, and you could tell they have a great working relationship, but you can also tell they truly do seem to be so in love with each other. I want to know that little part that you saw, them in that sort of real life relationship. Are they lovey-dovey? Is that the kind of, is that the word, lovey-dovey?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, I think that's the word.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, both of them, both as individuals, are very powerful individuals. They're very wise. And on set, the two of them together, if Emily didn't like anything, all she had to do was look at John. I mean, they would just look at each other, and he instantly seemed to know what was going on. They know each other so well. They didn't have to talk things through. They just seemed to be able to read each other's mind, and very open. And I never saw them really lovey-dovey, though, I have to say.
Was that the same sensibility they had as parents, though, that they were able to just sort of tackle it all very hands-on and know where they are with each other?
Yeah, they were they are bonded, like I said. You could see their relationship, and they were very open with their lives. They invited us over to be with them and their family, and you could see him as a good father with their children. You could see that they really love their daughter, they really love their life, and that they're very grateful for everything that they have in life. That was very inspirational for me.
So
yeah, I love that. Was there anything that would be surprising for us to learn about them from your experience?
I don't think so. They're just sort of normal people, like everyday people, like the rest of us.
Now, you actually helped teach your co-star Noah sign language. What was that process like? Did he pick it up quickly? How'd that go?
Oh, well, fortunately, he knew a few signs before we even met. So once we met, he picked up a lot very quickly. And we would walk around and spend time together. And if he didn't know the name or a sign for something, I would just say, oh, well, this is a sign for that. And he was always eager to learn, asking for more and more knowledge. We had a great friendship. It was really a pleasure to work with him.
Yeah, how did that make you feel that the people on set, tried to learn sign language?
Amazing. It made me want to work harder for them, actually, because I felt welcome, and I felt like they wanted to be a part of my life, and I wanted to be a part of their life. And it became a group effort to tell the story, and communication was so easy, so I could just speak from the heart and have direct communication. And I mean, they really spoiled me, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, let's just say this. I think the whole audience felt spoiled in terms of how great of a movie it was. There's been rumors of a sequel. John Krasinski has said like he'd have to be really closely attached in order to do it. What would you say to that idea?
Well, I think it would be awesome. I think, maybe we would see what happens with the other families, how they survived and what their challenges were. What did they have to face? Or a prequel, what happened when the aliens landed on Earth? I think it'd be very interesting either way they went.
Yeah.
Now, John Krasinski would actually act out the monster for some of the scenes while filming. I mean, what was it like filming some of the scarier scenes? Because this is a very scary movie.
It was, so funny. I almost burst out laughing while we were filming because he'd go, no, this is what the monster needs to do. And he would roar. He would be like roaring in the room as the monster. It was very funny at times. But it made me very inspired.
Yeah.
It's probably hard to stay in character sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So,
so cute.
So, look, you're a role model for actors and people that face challenges in everyday life. It's such an inspiration. What advice or message do you have for others who are hearing impaired, just facing challenges in their own lives?
I think it would be, if you want to be an actor or if you want to do something, my advice is just be with people, be around a lot of people, learn about their lives, and learn about learn about your path and what you want to do. If you want to become an actor, then you need to be in more shows, take classes, learn as much as you can, watch movies, see other actors and how they're working. You can learn a lot from them. And it also, the work makes it more fun if you know people.
Well put. It's so great to watch your career exploding, and we're so happy to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. And it's an amazing movie. You do such an incredible job. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you guys, if you haven't yet, go out and get your copy of A Quiet Place on digital now, and the Blu-ray combo pack and DVD will be available on July 10th.
It feels weird that people are comparing me to Jennifer Lawrence because she is such a strong female character. She's so talented and powerful and funny and just a generally a cool person. But yeah, as you say, we're individuals, so although I look up to her and I'd like to kind of be like her and have a career like she does, we've got our own different styles.
You meet Jennifer Lawrence. What do you say? What do you say to her?
I don't know. Hi. I'm Thomasin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty great start. Breakout actress Thomasin McKenzie shines in the new film Leave No Trace. She's already received rave reviews for her performance, and hey, doesn't hurt when the critics compare you to an Oscar winner like Jennifer Lawrence. Now, McKenzie stars alongside Ben Foster, who just tied the knot with his longtime love, Laura Prepon. The young star opened up about the Hollywood power couple and their little baby girl. Watch this.
I think they're just a really cool couple, like a power couple. They're such talented, awesome people. They've had a beautiful baby. Ben showed me a video of his baby yesterday, and it was like they're having a kind of conversation. It was just, really cute.
So now you've gotten to know him as a dad.
Yeah.
What kind of dad do you think he's going to be to this new baby?
I think he's a very Ben is incredibly wise, I think, and a hard worker and really talented. But I think he's got a lot of love in him.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to be an incredible dad.
I think it's very sweet to hear that Mackenzie and Foster play father-daughter in the movie. And fun fact, they filmed a few scenes on a family-oriented nudist resort. Yes, you heard that right. Mackenzie opened up about the unique experience and the fun keepsake that she got to take home to New Zealand.
I loved it, and actually the scenes that were filmed at the nudist colony were my favorite scenes.
Yeah?
I don't know why, I think it was just the vibe that was there. Everyone was really nice, and it was such a quirky place to be, and a place where I would never have gone if I hadn't have been filming Leave No Trace. And they're not weird people, they just have a cool hobby, which is being nude, I guess.
And I heard another hobby, for one woman in particular that you met, making beanies, right? Did you connect with a woman that's like a beanie maker?
She's a really energetic and loving, cool lady called Ellen. And she made so many people in the cast and crew a beanie. I've still got mine at home in New Zealand.
All right, coming up tomorrow, Candy Burris is filling us in on her latest Bravo show, Candy Coated Nights, and might even dish on some of those Real Housewives co-stars. You don't want to miss this one.
Yeah, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with Disneyland's hot new Toy Story ride, which I'm pretty sure will have you booking your next trip ASAP. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
When you enter the land, you're the size of a toy, and it's really cool to be able to walk in and see all these giant oversized toys all around you. You're in Andy's backyard, and Andy has taken his Slinky Dog toy and decided, hey, how cool would it be to make that the ride vehicle? So now the Slinky Dog is the coaster vehicle that you ride around on the track.
We're in Toy Story Land, so of course we're going to have a lot of playful fun when it comes to the merchandise. We worked with Walt Disney Imagineering to kind of use the models that they use to kind of shrink this down to create an actual replica of this.
Being able to work with the Toy Story characters and the Pixar team on a land like this was just very exciting from the start. Just a really fun environment. It's a multi-generational environment that we've created here.